Hello, my Algebra 2 people. This is Mr. Hotard. Today's lesson is on operations with polynomials. We're adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomial expressions. So actually, most of this lesson should be a review of things you already know. There's a few little new things toward the end, but today should be a pretty easy lesson. All right, first of all, when we're adding polynomials like these, adding these expressions, all we're doing is combining like terms. To be like terms, they have to have the same exponents, same variables and same exponents. So like number 1, m to the 4th plus m to the 4th. I'm not adding the exponents, I'm adding the coefficients. There's a 1 in front of these. So that would be 2m to the 4th. And then I have 8m to the 3rd minus 2m to the 3rd. That'd be plus 6m to the 3rd. And then I also have a plus 6 and a plus 1. That would be plus 7. That would be my answer. So pretty easy. Adding polynomials, you're just combining like terms, just adding the coefficients, or subtracting if it's negative. So if you look at number 3, subtracting these. Now it's going to be similar, but I'm not just subtracting v squared. I'm subtracting this whole polynomial away. So before I start combining like terms like I did in number 1, I would need to distribute a negative. I need to distribute this minus, basically change all the signs. This is really a minus v squared, a minus 5, and a minus 5v to the 4th, since I'm subtracting all that stuff away. Now I combine my like terms, just like I did in the first problem. 2v to the 4th minus 5v to the 4th. What's that going to give me? Going to be negative 3v to the 4th. And then let's see, I have a v squared minus v squared. They're just going to cancel out. And then I have a minus 4 and a minus 5. Negative 4 minus 5, going to be negative 9. So my answer will be negative 3v to the 4th minus 9. So I want you to pause the video now. Go ahead and try these two problems over here, number 2 and number 4. Did you do them? I sure hope you did. Okay, let's see if you got them right. So number 2, the answer should have been 6x cubed plus 6x squared minus x. Again, you're just combining like terms. 3x cubed plus 3x cubed. And then you got the 6x squared, nothing to combine with that. Negative 7x plus 6x going to be negative 1x. And then number 4, before you combine like terms, it's subtraction. Distribute that negative, change all these signs, and then combine your like terms. So let's see, I've got a positive 2x to the 4th right here. I'm going to put that first. Now you might be thinking, well, what if mine's in a different order? It's not wrong if it's in a different order. I usually like to write mine in standard form, biggest to smallest exponent, but it's not wrong if you don't do that. It's just, if this were a multiple choice question on the test, most of the time the answer choice is going to be written in standard form, biggest to smallest exponent. So that would be 2x to the 4th, and then 7x cubed plus 4x cubed, you distribute that minus, going to give you 11x cubed. You got negative 2x squared plus negative 2x squared minus another x squared going to be negative 3x squared. Remember, there's a 1 there. And then negative 4 minus 7 going to be negative 11. Okay, so that's been adding and subtracted. Now let's look at multiplying polynomials. All right, so this first one right here, look at number 5. We've done problems like this before. How do you multiply these? You distribute each to each, or FOIL, F-O-I-L, first, outer, inner, last. If I do 7v times 8v, all right, that's going to give me, it's not 56v, it's going to give me 56 what? V squared. And then 7v times negative 7, that's going to be negative 49v. And then 3 times 8v, going to be plus 24v. And 3 times negative 7, going to be negative 21. So I'm just multiplying each term here by each term here. Now, am I done, or do you see any like terms? I've got some like terms. Negative 49v and positive 24v. Remember, they have to have the same exponent to be like terms. So I'm leaving this 56v squared alone, but negative 49v plus 24v going to give me negative 25v. And then I've got that minus 21. That's going to be my answer. Okay, now, number 7. I've got 3 things being multiplied together. First of all, let's talk about what we should not do. People look at this problem, a lot of times people want to say, okay, 4m times m, and 8 times negative 1 times 3. No, don't do that. When you have 3 things being multiplied together, pick 2 of them. Multiply 2 of them together, get that answer. Simplify it if you can, and then take that answer, multiply it times everything else. Okay, so when I do this, I'm just going to work the first 2. All right, I'm going to ignore that m plus 3 for now. Let's just work the first two out. 4m times 4m, going to be 16m squared. And then 4m times negative 1, going to be negative 4m. And then 8 times 4m, that's plus 32m. And 8 times negative 1, going to be negative 8. Now, is there anything I can combine together? Yeah, right here, negative 4m and 32m. That's going to give me 28m. So now this becomes 16m squared plus 28m minus 8. Now that's not the final answer, because what have I not used yet? I haven't used the m plus 3. All right, so now I'm going to have to take that expression, I'm going to have to take that answer I got and multiply each of those by m plus 3. So I'm multiplying each of these three things by each of these two things. That's going to give me a total of how many terms? It's going to give me 6 terms, right? That times each of these, that one times each, and that one times each. So let's figure out what that is. Remember, when you're multiplying, you're adding the exponents. So 16m squared times m, going to be 16, not m squared, m cubed. Then 16m squared times 3, 16 times 3 is 76, right? Yeah, so, no, I lied to you. That's 48. I had a moment. All right, plus 48m squared. And then 28 times each of these. 28m times m, because that's plus 28m squared. And then 28m times 3. Let's see, that's going to be 84. Plus 84m. It's really easy to lose an m right here. Make sure you keep track of your variables. And then I've got this negative 8 times each of these. Negative 8 times m is going to give me negative 8m. And then negative 8 times 3 is going to give me negative 24. Now that's a big nasty mess, but let's see if we can combine any like terms. There's nothing to combine with 16m cubed. Leave that one alone. I have 48m squared plus 28m squared. That's going to give me 76m squared. I also have an 84m minus 8m, going to give me plus 76m. And then nothing to combine with minus 24. Bring that down. That's part of my answer. Okay, so again, when you're multiplying 3 terms, don't multiply all 3. Just pick 2 of them, multiply them together, simplify it, and then take that answer, multiply by the third. All right, 2 other quick problems. Number 9, this one's going to be fast. This one, I'm just distributing 2n to each of these. I covered that up, but that's an 8n squared. 2n times 8n squared, that's going to be 16 n what? N cubed. And then 2n times 2n, it's not 4n, it's 4 what? N squared. And then 2n times 4, gonna give me plus 8n. There are no like terms, that's the answer. It's a 16. All right, 16n cubed plus 4n squared plus 8n. And then this last example, all right, I'm multiplying 3 terms by 3 terms. All right, so again, by the way, how do you know that these are multiplication problems? Because there's nothing between the parentheses, right? If there's an addition or a subtraction between the parentheses, obviously it's an addition or a subtraction problem. There's nothing between the parentheses means multiply. I should have said that earlier. All right, but here I'm going to distribute each of these terms to each of these terms. So this one's going to be kind of long, all right, because I've got to multiply this times each of these 3, then this one times each of these 3, then this one times each of these 3. How many terms is that going to give me? It's going to give me a total of 9 terms. But then I should be able to combine stuff together, make it easier. So let's get started. I know you're excited. 3p squared times 2p squared. That is going to be 6p to the what? To the 4th. Remember, when you multiply and you add the exponents. Then 3p squared times 5p. Going to be plus 15p to the 3rd. Remember, there's a 1 exponent right there on that p. Then 3p squared times 5. Going to be plus 15p squared. Now, we're not done. All we've done is the 3p squared. I now have to do the same thing with the 6p. Distribute that to each one of them. 6p times 2p squared. Going to be plus 12p to the 3rd. And 6p times 5p. Going to be plus 30 what? P squared. And then 6p times 5. Going to be plus 30p. Now we're still not done, because what have we not used yet? The minus 6. I have to distribute that to each of these. Negative 6 times 2p squared, so let me just write that underneath here. Going to be minus 12p squared. Negative 6 times 5p. It's minus 30p. And then, last thing, negative 6 times that 5, going to be negative 30. So this is a big nasty mess, but let's see if we can combine some like terms. I don't see anything to combine with 6p to the 4th, so final answer going to have 6p to the 4th in it. Here's a 15p cubed, here's a 12p cubed. We can combine those together, that's going to give us 27p cubed. And then let's see, I see a 15p squared, a 30p squared, and a minus 12p squared. So 15 plus 30, that'd be 45, minus 12, what is that, 33, plus 33p squared. And then let's see what else we have. We have a plus 30p and a minus 30p. Oh, they're just going to cancel out. And then I just have this minus 30 at the end. So there is my answer. So now, one more time, I want you to pause the video, try these 4 problems right here. Again, you're multiplying. It's going to probably take you a few minutes. I hope you tried it. I sincerely hope you do. Let's see if you got them right. Number 6, your final answer after you combine like terms should be 28x squared minus 22x plus 4. Number 8, don't multiply all of them. Multiply the first two. 4b plus 2 times 4b minus 2. You wind up being able to cancel out these 8b's, so you wind up just getting 16b squared minus 4 times the 2b minus 4. When you multiply that out, it's 32b cubed minus 64b squared minus 8b plus 16. Number 10, just distribute your 3m cubed. Remember, you're adding the exponents, and there's a 1 exponent on that m. So you're going to get 15m to the 5th minus 21m to the 4th minus 3m cubed. And then the last one, again, you're multiplying each of these by each of these. So you're going to get a total of 9 terms. So if you need to pause the video right here, just check your terms. If you're like, wait, I didn't get that answer, pause the video. Find where your work is different than mine. Find where your mistake is. But the final answer should be 4a to the 4th plus 24a cubed minus 38a squared plus 58a minus 24. I hope we're doing okay. I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you guys later. Hotard out.